The fire spans 2 football fields. That's according to fire officials here in Chambers County. Now, what we know is that this mill was in the process of being demolished. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the flames still burning here on the scene. With this new law that's taking effect on August 1st, it may have you reaching for your cell phone instead. And police say if you're going out of town, don't post about it on social media. Doing so is like renting a billboard to let everyone know you're not in town. But this year, in the middle of a tense election season in Alabama, you're more likely to see these guys in your mailbox. Jamal Hutchinson is now in police custody after leading them on a multi-hour and multi-agency chase while he was completely naked. When the wind came through like you're seeing right now, this entire tree toppled over. Anyone who was adversely affected by the business before March 24th of this year has until November 1st to file a claim with the court. We have new details about the officer-involved shooting that left one man dead Friday night. Right now, we told you first on our WTVM News app that hundreds of Georgia Power customers are waking up this morning without power in North Columbus. News Leader 9's Jose Zozaya is on the scene. A 515-mile underground natural gas pipeline in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida is expected to be fully operational by the end of the month. Investigators in Opelika are trying to determine a manner of death after a woman's body is found inside of her home. Now, Annie, I understand it's your first interview since you've been crowned. You've had a little bit of time to kind of let it set in. How do you feel this morning?
Got nothing.
And how long has that been?
6 months.
In January, after holding a local business owner accountable for an F rating with the Better Business Bureau, she told us she was making changes to her business.
We have everything running smoothly, and I feel like the quality of the work I have more time to pay attention to with everyone who is helping me now that's hired.
Customers are now furious that the changes never came, and neither did their orders.
I just felt like I was duped by her.
The Better Business Bureau says Lindsay is one of many.
Complaints on Swoon & Company are still very consistent. We've seen numerous complaints even over the last month or two. Right now they have 270 complaints with BBB, and 2/3 of those are just from the last 12 months.
Following our report, a state investigation began and the Attorney General is now involved.
The Office of Consumer Protection has requested a copy of those complaints, so they're working to do what they do to protect consumers.
The company's owner now filing for bankruptcy. After digging through court documents, we found this, a motion from Attorney General Christopher Carr saying that owner Jenny Pierce committed at least 100 violations of the Fair Business Practices Act. According to the Department of Law, the act is designed to prohibit unfair and deceptive acts or practices in the marketplace.
When I had to say I'm going to go to the Better Business Bureau to complain about this company, that's when she started getting rude and hateful, and even tried to block me on Facebook so that I couldn't comment anymore.
It was the most horrific experience.
According to the court filings, none of the customers who have complaints against Swoon & Company are listed as creditors in her bankruptcy filing. But following the Attorney General's motion, anyone who is adversely affected by the business before March 24th of this year has until November 1st to file a claim with the court.
I just feel like she lied and she betrayed her customers for saying that she was going to do something when in essence she had no plans of doing that at all.
I did reach out to owner Jenny Pierce for comment on these new developments. At this time, she has declined those requests. The bodies of Kendrick Stokes and Edward Reeves found just hours apart on adjacent roads in rural Macon County.
2 guys from Atlanta went missing about 2 weeks ago, and we have now confirmed that those were the 2 bodies that we found.
The first was found along County Road 13 Friday evening. The second on Silver Springs Drive early this morning.
So this morning, about 4:30, one of my guys with the Macon County Sheriff Department was out riding around and searching, and he found this other body.
This exclusive Sky Alert 9 video shows the scene where the second body was found. One man we spoke to said something seemed off in the area earlier this week.
A few days ago, I saw a car sitting up in here at least about 2 or 3 days. It was a black vehicle, didn't have no tag on it, so I didn't know what was happening with that situation, but the car finally left, and I don't think it was there Friday. I don't think so. But however, it was kind of curious that the tag was off of it.
Sheriff Brunson says his office had not been alerted to the vehicle on Silver Springs Drive. He also says he does not believe the men were killed in Macon County.
They were killed where we found the body. I just don't think so. But I think somebody came out and placed them in those locations.
A day to remember the names.
Marine Corps Captain James Graham, Former Sergeant Don Porter, Coast Guard Signalman First Class Douglas Monroe.
And the stories.
Sacrificed his life to save his fellow Marine.
Of those who have paid the ultimate price.
I wish all of them could be here today. Their families wish they could be here today. We need to make sure our children that are coming up now know what Memorial Day stands for. It's not just going to the lake and having a barbecue and drinking a beer, but it's about heroes, all of them.
The nights are always busy, and they staff 2 people to serve that restaurant when it should have been 3.
Hoperia Johnson calls it a mismanagement that would eventually lead to her and another Waffle House employee dishing it out right in the middle of the restaurant.
One of my customers needed a fork, so this is why I guess they said we were fighting over dishes. I went to the dish pit and asked Alex could she move so I could wash the dish, and she wouldn't move, and I asked her again and she wouldn't move. So in frustration, I threw the fork down in the dish pit. And I turned around and she just got in my face and started cussing and carrying on.
The verbal exchange only lasting a short time before the first punch was thrown.
She pushed me and I pushed her back up off of me and she started swinging. She hit me twice before I realized that I needed to do something to get her off of me.
Hoperia began fighting back, at one point hitting Alex over the head with a spatula, but says her goal was never to hurt her friend.
I was about to throw her into the grill, and I thought about, this is my friend, I can't do that to her. But she was still fighting, so I just grabbed the spatula and kind of like beat her off of me, but she still was fighting. And if you watch the video, I had to pick up a plate and throw the plate at her. Alex was just not Alex that night.